طلابي طالباتي تحية طيبة. الدرس 30 العدد والمعدود من 11 إلى 19. سترون هذا ما سنركز عليه، ولكن تعالوا لنتذكر ما درسناه عن العدد والمعدود سابقا. Let's first of all remember what we studied about numbers and countable nouns before. We said واحد المفرد، طالب طالبة, and we said واحد or واحدة are not necessary unless we need emphasis. For two, اثنان, we used المثنى, and we learned when to say آني or أيني. So طالبان جديدان، طالبتان جديدتان، طالبين جديدين، طالبتين جديدتين. By using المثنى, you're saying two. So you don't need to say two and then use student after it. And then we looked at 3 to 10, right? 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. وقلنا الجمع, and we gave these two examples. 3 طلاب، 3 طالبات. 4 طلاب، 4 طالبات. And the rules, as you will see, that we looked at before are these. We said there are 3. From numbers going from 1 to 10, right? جنس العدد عكس المعدود. So we said there's an opposite gender, right? Between the number and between the countable noun. So this is from 3 to 10. العدد والمعدود يكونان إضافة. So the number and the countable noun make up an إضافة. المعدود في الجمع. The countable noun is in the plural. Now let's move on to 11 to 19. So المذكر والمؤنث. Of course, 1 and 2 behave very differently. We're already seeing that in واحد واثنان. So 11 and 12 are going to also behave differently. So 11 طالبا، 11 طالبة. Feminine, feminine, and they agree. Masculine, masculine, they agree. 12 طالبا or 12 طالبا. Now, 12 طالبة, we notice quite a few things going on here with المثنى. First of all, there's a noon that's being dropped here. It's acting as if it is an idafa, even though it's not, and it's dropping its noon. If you go back to the lesson that we had about dropping noon in idafa. However, this is not exactly an idafa. It's a construction that is different. So ithna, ithnay, in both cases you're dropping the noon. Here you're saying ithnata and ithnatay, you're adding the feminine because you're dealing with talibatan. From 13 to 19, it's the same rules. So 13 طالبا, notice 3 disagrees in gender, 10 agrees, and طالبا is singular, indefinite, and has 2 fathas at the end. 13 طالبة, same thing, disagreement in gender. This is masculine, this is feminine. 10 feminine, feminine, and طالبة is indefinite, singular, and has 2 fathas at the end. So let's take a look at the rules now from 11 to 19. الآحاد عكس جنس المعدود. So let's not talk about 11 and 12 again. We're talking from 13 to 19. So the units are the opposite of the gender of the countable noun. The tens are of the same gender as the countable noun. And the countable noun is singular, indefinite, and mansub, taking 2 fathas at the end. تنصب الآحاد, this is the last rule, تنصب الآحاد والعشرات في كل الحالات باستثناء 12. So always use المنصوب in these numbers regardless of what function they're going to have in the sentence. They could be فاعل, they could be مبتدأ, they could be مفعول به, they could be after preposition. They always have to keep their fathas, right? The only exception is 12, because as we said, there's the dual المثنى in 12 that behaves somewhat differently. شكرا جزيلا على اهتمامكم. وأراكم بإذن الله في الدرس القادم.